Good evening to my like-minded friends. From the suspicious school and theater shootings spawns an assault by our anti-firearm government, a unique and convenient opportunity to use the Constitution as a floor mat once again to further their assault on the Second Amendment. Now they are attempting to marry public safety with the Second Amendment. It's not about safety, it's about control. A lone lunatic procures a gun and shoots people. In this case, sadly, it was kids. I suppose he missed the gun-free zone sign, so that equates to the nation losing their Second Amendment rights. Maybe the sign should have been larger, perhaps billboard size. Perhaps they will appoint another bureaucracy to oversee that. Charge us a tax and have the signs towering over every public school. It'll be for the children, after all. That'll make the bad guys think twice, won't it? Only the minds in government would put a sign in front of a school that reads, "Gun-free zone." Whose idea was that? I want to know whose idea it was. Was it a collaborative effort by a government think tank, or the work of a single genius? You know, because you don't professionalize until you federalize. I believe that was Maxine Waters. You know, the government is a far more onerous threat to the safety and survival of this nation than law-abiding gun owners ever will be. The gun culture is not the problem. Government is the problem, not the solution. Perhaps Obama should issue an executive order towards his own administration and purge them and save the nation. Gun owners are slandered, excoriated, and demonized. For what? For what? The servile corporate media is in lockstep with a gun grab agenda, disseminating misinformation and false statistics. Do they simply loathe anyone who stands up for their rights, or do they think there's a prize waiting for them if they help to successfully facilitate the demise of our constitutional rights? I believe the media can be referred to as quislings. The fourth estate has become the fifth column. What's their agenda? What's in it for them? Perhaps Obama promised them bailout money, which he extorted from the taxpayers. The thought that the President of the United States, who swore to uphold the Constitution, then turns around and attacks it in concert with that old smokestack Joe Biden and various other enemies of the state. But yet Obama assures us he believes in our Second Amendment rights. Could he be any more ambiguous? Concerning the attacks via executive order, it's not the amount of executive orders that's troubling, because I believe FDR holds the record on executive orders, on the amount of executive orders. I think it's more about the context and purpose of the executive order. Obama referred to the Constitution as outdated and flawed. To me, that isn't the attitude of a president who swore to uphold it. One minute, he's on record stating, quote, "I don't want your guns. I believe in the Second Amendment right of the people to keep and bear arms." Then, out of the other side of his face, he speaks the antithesis. "Turn in your guns. We're coming for them. Executive order." The fact is, the Constitution runs contrary to the Obama administration's agenda, which is to disarm and tax America out of existence. Scandal after scandal goes unpunished. Meanwhile, the good ship America is capsizing. I don't hear any opposition coming from out of the White House. Where is our representation? Another thing that puzzles me greatly is Obama's relationship with William Ayers. I know it's trite and been beat to death, but you know, the unrepentant terrorist, ringleader of the Weather Underground. This relationship would and does disqualify Obama from being with any of the three-letter agencies, the FBI, CIA, whatever else. So how did he secure presidency when he does not qualify to be his own bodyguard? One pejorative after another, one suspicious action after another, more than I care to discuss or more than I've got time to discuss. Could probably write a 5,000-page book on it. I am vexed by the state of political affairs in this country. We have an autonomous, rogue government who does not hear one word we say. It's all about agenda. Thank you for listening.